So they will be able to understand that you have much more knowledge, right, behind, right, than your code will present. So I was able to see that it's work, let's say, pretty well, right? So that's why I shared that, let's say, technique with you. So next items that we have related to interview is in the following, right? So when we pass at each round of interview, we are interested in where we are, right? Are we able to pass that specific interview or not? So for that, usually it's great for you to still be in connect with that specific person who, let's say, provided you that opportunity, right, to go and pass this interview. Like for example, some recruiter, right, and you could ask him, all right, so you are part of this interview process, please let me know what is, like how it went, right, and what is the results. And usually I was able to see that you, let's say, automatically getting results of that interview in, let's say, one day or in a couple of hours, right? Because if, for example, you showing, let's say, good result or bad result, right, so it's immediately, let's say, understandable. But that specific person who is, like, did that interview round. So for example, if your English is bad, they already know it, right? If your English level is excellent, they already know it. But if it's, like, average level, right, there might be situations when they have also different kind of candidates, right? And for example, if it was a last round, or for example you are somewhere in the middle, right, they also looking for other candidates, right? And they're also checking for other candidates and their experience, their English level, technical level, and so on and so forth. And even, like, if you are, let's say, pass at some technical interview, right, but you mostly was working on the Service Cloud, let's imagine, right? But they're looking especially for the person with experience in insurance, right? Even if your experience big, but you don't have industry specific experience. So in that case, some another person, right, who have similar experience, but in his baggage there was a project like this, right, could, let's say, be best fit, right, for that position. So that's why they could grab that specific person, right, and give offer to that specific person. So in that case, usually what might be good, right, it's because you anyway preparing for, let's say, interview process, right, by yourself. So in that case, what you could do is you could apply your resume into different companies, right, and take a look what kind of, like, feedback you will be able to see. Because for example, if you thinking that at this moment, for example, this opportunity is the best one, right, and you will be in such kind of positions that I just mentioned, that somebody, like, for that specific project, right, somebody is best suited, right? So in that case, let's say there might be a situation when let's say they will respond to you, let's say you have very great experience, right, and so on and so forth, but for example, we found somebody who has experience in that specific area, right? And so for example, if it's a hot vacancy, right, open hot position, so in that case they will try to close it as soon as possible, right? Because let's imagine that project will start tomorrow, right, and they already looking for some kind of specialist, because tomorrow he will need to already communicate with clients, right, and do necessary work. So because of that, as I just mentioned, right, you could apply for a couple of similar positions, and you could see what is the, let's say, results, right, how many opportunities you will at the end get. So around, let's say, basics related to interview process, we finished, right? Of course, there are a lot of different questions related to salary negotiation, right, and other stuff, benefits discussion, right? So but it's a topic of separate discussion. My idea was in that video, it's to just, let's say, share with you guys some basic knowledge around interviews, right, interviews process, let's say project interview, general interview, right, where to grab questions, and so on and so forth. So if you like that kind of, let's say, videos, right, and around interviews, please let me know it in the comments for me to be able to understand if I should also record something else for that specific topic. So at this moment, guys, thank you for attention, and cheers.